Hello, hello, hello. Greeting again from Florida. About 12 a.m. Eastern time. I just got off work, heading home. Um, just wanted to see if any of you heard John Wells' interview on the behavior panel and what your guys' thoughts on. Me personally, I'm kind of tired of hearing him lie all the time. To me, it's my opinion that he's lying. And the worst thing that he's doing, and when I was trying to help him, he's destroying relationships. So, from with any people that want to help him, whether it's the police or Curry Boy 77 and Miss Cher, to even probably possibly Benny Keys, it doesn't make much to me that he's sincere and truly wants help to find his daughter, Summer. And I have a friend too that's in Utah. I grew up with. I still consider him a very close friend, but he's a pathological liar. I don't believe everything that comes out of my friend's mouth, and that's the same with Donald Wells. It just blows my mind on how he admitted on other YouTube channels that he essayed his sister. And then you got the sisters coming out saying, yeah, he did this to us, but yet he turns around and wants to blame other people for his mistakes. It's just mind blowing to me. Again, I think he still has the mentality of a 12-year-old and scared to become an actual man and a father. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. Again, I get on here just about every night on my drive home or whatever, ranting and raving, complaining about Don Wells and how he needs help. This man is truly mentally sick. It's making me go bonkers and triggering me big time. I do care about his daughter, Summer. I would love for her to be home and safe, but I don't think where he lives, it's a safe environment. I mean, if you were to look at the living conditions there, it's horrendous. And I understand CPA, is behind and they have a large caseload, but I'm glad they came in. And I think he's lying about people coming in and threatening his household and his kids being endangered. I don't believe that. His kids were already in danger with the clutter and the mess and the exposed wires of that home of his. So I just, the general house and the condition that the house was, and it's not safe for those kids, I would say. And Lord, who knows, like how many guns or knives or anything that those kids have access to, which is kind of scary. And it's been in my heart to lie again. Saturday, I'm going to try a lot more to kind of talk and see correlate um, domestic violence, SA violence, and just basically crimes against women and how it's been going on for a long time. And it's heartbreaking. I wish there was a way to, in general, help the family. I know every family has some type of dysfunction, but if there was a way to minimize the dysfunction, especially I guess for men. I mean, that's the most deemed treasure asset that United States of America have is the family. And if there's a way to take care of the family and to minimize the dysfunction, I think it will help minimize a lot of the crime. I'm not saying it's going to go away completely or it's going to be gone forever, but as a society, if we can learn how to really work on mental health and give people opportunities, and especially people that's been in the correctional system and poverty, to give them a better way to get an education, to support themselves so they're not out selling drugs or stealing or doing anything like that. I especially, Don Wells should, you know, take opportunities because I know there's certain prisons or jails they'll help you get your GED or even get a college diploma. I mean, myself right now, I'm grateful for the state of Florida helping me to pay my tuition to learn how to become an airline pilot. Again, I'm a recovering addict. I paid my time to society. My case is closed, and I'm grateful for this opportunity that I can learn my dream job to learn how to um, recover and be rehabilitated and contribute to society. It just, I don't understand why it's so hard and difficult when there's opportunities for so many people like Don Wells to, you know, increase their quality of life, or even Candace, I'm sure there's opportunities through the state of Tennessee where she can go back to an education or learn some type of technical um, work that she can help improve qualify into the life or not. It's just I, I just don't understand how people want to like Don Wells want to keep blaming other people, and he's self-destructing. He's an addict. I'll say once and I'll say again, this guy needs to go into a detox and then some type of sober treatment and start the process healing instead of, like in the interview, blaming H and Allie. What they didn't do shit to Summer. They weren't even there. I mean, I think if they were there, especially with the police taking H's phone, it would show up, you dumbass. That's what I don't think a lot of people quite understand is you have electronic leash. You carry your phone everywhere with you. Eventually, that data's going to come up on the GPS or whatever, or when the towers ping, and you busted yourself. I just, I, you know, I'll be very happy. Either once the state of Utah or whatever Tennessee comes up with to build a case against the Donald Wells. It's making me sick. I'm disgusted. I'm tired of the shenanigans and how he treats people. You're certainly no angel, that's for sure, Donald. But you ain't no saint either. And it makes me sick on how you treat people, especially your own family. And kind of one thing correlate with Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito is domestic violence. You can't tell me there wasn't any violence from like a year now. I'm sure you guys get in physical confrontations all the time. We just don't know about it because the cops aren't called as much, or no one's really around to tell. But I bet those boys, they could tell quite a few stories about you two fighting and some crazy stuff that you've done. Oh, what would they say? It would be pretty interesting. I hope all the boys are together and they're one home, and they're safe. They feel safe there versus living in the awful, trashy house that they were in. Those boys deserve better. Summer Wells deserve better. Why can't you do better? You said you had 3 grand savings in this interview. Why didn't you use some of that to invest into your house to make it safe and available for those kids? You're complaining about $600 card payment. You got 3 grand. That it, what more do you want, Don? What's going to make you happy? You're in the insanity cycle. You're like, well, maybe if I buy a new car, I'd feel better. 2 months later down the road, nope, not feeling better. Uh, Maybe I need to get me a big old truck. Get a big old truck, still feeling the same. So, Don, you're the only one that can make yourself happy and improve your situation along with your families. Um, Personal opinion, I don't think you are ever going to get your boys back in your custody. And I don't believe you're wanting to change. You want everyone to hold your hand and to guide you along and to babysit you. You know, you can say, "Oh, I'm Dalton, yeah, I'm 50, blah blah, so many years old." Start acting like it then. We know you made mistakes. You know you have made mistakes. And why do you keep blaming Utah for the religious culture that's in there of how awful they are? Maybe if you were a little boy and you were Mormon, you actually practiced the religion and follow its teachings, you won't end up being raised in the prison system. You know, you could have gone on an LDS mission, come home, gone to BYU, gone to college, and lived a pretty good life and have a good family instead of being in and out of the system and struggling your whole life because of your choices. So I don't necessarily agree with people that the Mormons, it's a religion cult. Well, if you want to take that argument, you can take the Catholics, Mormon, Methodists, Baptists, about any religion and say it's a cult. So I don't see how that's going to help with this argument or not. What it needs to come down to is Don needs to make some personal choices and sacrifices and become a man, grow up a little bit instead of being a big crybaby. It's getting old. People are tired of it, Don. As a society, we're tired of it, you know? We have a right to have happy lives and good quality lives too, along with your kids. The world doesn't revolve around you, buddy. How you act is what you get. You act like a piece of shit, you're going to be treated like a piece of shit. You act like a good man, you're going to be treated like a good man. You're the only one that's hurting yourself, and by your choices, you're doing damage to yourself. Stop blaming other people and self-destructing, maybe. I mean, there is people, and I'm sure that the whole Kings Park community, Beach Creek, they would love to help you look for summer. You know, I'm sure a lot of different search teams would love to come in and help your family look for summer. I mean, there'd be a lot of people that would like to help you and Candace find summer, but you gotta treat them with respect and not like piece of shit. You know, you can say all you want about Chris McDonough. I stand with him. I agree with him. But, you know, I do like Prairie Boys 77 and Cher. I think they're good people and they have good hearts. I have nothing against them. I probably may disagree with them on, you know, supporting Don Wells or not, but they're really good people. They have good hearts. Um, you know, we all go about things differently, but the ultimate goal is we want to know where Summer is and what happened to her, and we want justice for Summer. That's what this is about, is justice for Summer, not justice for Don Wells, justice for Summer. And Don, you've been acting pretty shady. You act shady quite a bit. I don't know what's going on in your personal life and what's hurting you emotionally. Obviously, you know, it's good to talk and express how you're feeling. You know, it's okay to be a grown ass man and cry and feel frustrated or not. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But treat people with kindness. If you're a true Christian, instead of running your mouth, I would like to see actions. Why don't you treat people decent like human beings? Why don't you just be a decent human? Why don't you treat your own mother-in-law kind and show her love? Maybe she would come back and maybe we can get this resolved or something. But seems like you're pretty cruel to people. Treat people pretty bad if they disagree with you or not. And it seems like you love to burn relationships with other people. And the whole beach bullshit that Summer loved you more than Candace, I don't believe you. I just think that's a big old lie. That's all you do is lie. You're a pathological liar. You know, why don't you try to follow the 12 steps of AA or not and work them, see what changes come in your life or not? as I think it's kind of bullshit on how you're treating people. It's not fair. It's not right. No, no one's intentionally trying to hurt you or your family, but maybe some drug deal gone bad, or you piss somebody off and they want retaliation. Again, maybe it was just an accident and you're afraid of going to prison or jail for a long time. But either way, it looks like that's around the corner and coming up for you. It's not right, Don, with what you did. It's not right what Candace did or your whole family did. Please tell us where Summer is. Let's just get it over with. But obviously, you're going to be a coward like drying laundry, not like because you don't want to go back to prison. You're a scared little cat. Just be honest, Don. Why can't you just be honest and tell us where Summer is and be truthful? If you're a true Christian like you say you are, why don't you want to help your own child and your own family? To me, it looks like you want to destroy your family and be self-destruction. But anyways, what I say doesn't really matter. But I hope maybe somehow you'll hear the message and the light bulb will go on and you will get the help that you need. Don, you need help. You're sick. You're not thinking clearly. And it's frustrating. But the interview again with the behavior panel, I hope they rip it apart and say how bad you lied and what a crazy psycho man you are because you're psycho. You're a piece of shit, Dom. I'm not trying here to pick on you or be rude, but by your actions and how you treat people and how you seem to self-destruct all the time, it bothers me. I worry about Summer and where she's at. But anyways, you don't give a rat's ass. I'm sure you're not going to hear this or leave a comment because you're not mad enough to. So go to detox and rehab. All right, thanks everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you can.